trying to finish off their season on a high note, coming off a loss to Keene in straight sets last week. Natalie Perez and Mackenzie Call led the Trojans offense, recording 8 kills apiece. Brittany Johnson led the defense with 13 digs, alongside several blocks by Perez. North Greenville is coming home for their final 2 games of the season after a tough loss to the Limestone last Wednesday. Junior Samantha Head and freshman Brittany Tapanino finished off with a combined 30 kills on 49 assists from senior Madison Poe. Poe, alongside junior Kinsey Pierce and freshman Eve Little, recorded double-digit PK totals on the afternoon. A host of Crusaders, including seniors Summer Cagle and Haley Hester, recorded blocks for the game. With the Trojans battling the Crusaders coming up.
Okay, you know what we're doing. All they got we doing. Oh, Christ, I'm assuming. We like thought you knew it. He just say that we do it. Man, they stuck him like glowing that door in London, my life. Cause he gave me a new one. I be like, hold up, wait, hold up, wait, hold up, hold up. I be like, hold up, wait, hold up, wait, hold up, wait. Gotta kill one side. Lost time. All I really know is ghost time. California ground. I'm in my zone and I'm so dark. Do it. RBS Virginia, never do it. We next in line for the school lunch. You know until we go be in. Can't focus on talking to the man. He got my back like he get it back. I'm drumming on the beat, I ain't used to sit. Backseat hard, watch me bring it back. If I let the window love is trying to say, see you pop, when the sun spring. People through the blinds like nobody's home. Why they looking at the trouble, kiss me in my zone. All they got what we doing. Oh, Christ, I'm assuming. We like thought you knew it. He just say that we do it. Man, they stuck him like glowing that door in London, my life. Cause he gave me a new one. I be like, hold up, wait, hold up, wait, hold up, wait, hold up. I be like, hold up, wait, hold up, wait, hold up, wait. Gotta kill what I say. Real talk. Real. All I really know is real talk. Became a man, face my problem, no excuse to get it done. Now that's what I call a real walk. I ain't been afraid of no demons. Hide from what giant they can see me or defeat me. I ain't just talking, man, I'm coming like a TV. He died for my sins, that's a freebie, that's a freebie. Life a wild ride like a deuce. Sometimes it get hard, knock you right on your medulla. I swear I'ma make it, ain't got no time for no faking. Singing right back to that Satan, I wait there high to my savior. And that's real. Man, I told you this is real top. Everything about my flesh getting killed off. If it ain't Christ, you can cut it out. Hold everything coming out my mouth. All they got we be doing. Oh, Christ, I'm assuming. We like thought you knew it. He just say that we do it. Man, they stuck him like glowing that door in London, my life. Cause he gave me a new one. I be like, hold up, wait, hold up, wait, hold up, wait, hold up. I be like, hold up, wait, hold up, wait, hold up, wait. Gotta kill what I say. I be like, hold up, wait, hold up. That's how my tongue sprays. Love is my clipping. Y'all gotta be my gun range and my keys coming back. He's coming back again. But when I care about keeping up with what car you dashing in. Look, it's too much for you haters, too much for you haters. Jesus coming off hiatus, so that Arnold Schwarzenegger. And we knew it all along. The world I know how master lives. They'll see Jesus, the King of Glory, on the cloud like Apple is with that cake, right like it ain't no name, and it ain't no name. Everything that says no soul, we don't want your fame. We don't want your rage. You think you ain't gonna break, no, it ain't no way. The land of the slave is the king, and he raised it, it ain't no game. We go wherever he go. In the faith that we find, like lawyers and paralegals. It's illegal. We was in danger like a pair of eagles. Now we unchained. We coming in blood, Tarantino. And I got the new one out of yo. Not that Hollywood, that models, bottles, Molly Babble, yo. This that water flow, that I'm a party, got the bottle, yo. Ain't it gonna so, yeah, it's that kind of flow that's current. So I call it power flow. Power flow, no, I don't know, but you gotta know. This that color after the hit, jump and straight turn to fireball. Straight turn to flyers, I'm higher than with that fireball. Make a drug killer, turn to the guy. I used to be the one who had to be the latest man. Now, look at my left hand, I'm a one-legged man. Now, look at me, no one unashamed lady fan. There's a line in the sand, I heard one-legged man. Sisters ain't sex clubs, a sex day, they only check minutes. They look at more than the chest are. One ain't a one, my men don't play rated X game. Enter and passion, exit out the six trade. What's up, Louis? What's up, Louis? Hey, that's how my tongue sprays. Truth is my clipping. He's coming back, man. Plenty days been giving the man, but only one man saved. The Lord is always so great. Let me tell you what I see. The earth is passing away, and new one's coming to be. No more need for hope. Why hoping what you see? The glory of the Lamb is right in front of me. The sun is disappeared, but it's still brighter than ever. My eyes were with the tears, but there's no dust to let 'em. There's no more pain, no more death. God was with his people and forever we will rest. You know I You know I You know I
And a special good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful Hayes Gymnasium here on campus of North Greenville University, where Christ makes the difference. Tonight is the Trojans of Mount Olive University against your North Greenville Crusaders. At this time, we ask that you please rise to the invocation given tonight by North Greenville Football Operations Coordinator Dustin Klontz. Remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Let us pray. Dear God, we thank you for this beautiful day you've given us. We thank you for the leaves that you begin to change. We ask that you be with this, these two volleyball teams, keep them safe and injury, and let everything we do glorify you. In your name we pray.
And now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Trojans. At center, number 1, Camber Skeen. At outside, number 10, Brittany Johnson. At middle, number 11, Michaela Benson. At outside, number 12, Natalie Perez. At outside, number 15, Mackenzie Call. At outside, number 21, Carly Pounds. And at the libero, number 28, Casey Beester. The Trojans are coached by Jennifer Charles, assisted by David Heller. And now the starting lineups for your North Greenville Crusaders. At outside, a junior from Winston, Salem, North Carolina. Number 1, Kinsey Pierce. And outside, a freshman from Greenville, South Carolina. Number 2, Brittany Teppanino. At middle, a freshman from Easley, South Carolina. Number 3, Emma Pepper. At defensive specialist, a senior from Humboldt, Texas. Number 4, Ashlyn Wilkinson. At right side, a senior from Lexington, South Carolina. Number 16, Summer Cagle. At center, the captain, a senior from Statesville, North Carolina. Number 22, Madison Ho. And in the libero, a freshman from Johnson City, Tennessee. Number 21, E. Little. Your Crusaders are coached by Greg Mosley in his 7th season at North Greenville.
And welcome back inside one more time here to Hayes Gymnasium on the campus of North Greenville University for tonight's matchup. Conference matchup tonight between the Mount Olive University Lady Trojans and the North Greenville University Lady Crusaders. I am Grace Sutherland with Dave Parson tonight to bring you our last home women's volleyball broadcast of the year. It's not the last home game, that's tomorrow afternoon, but since we have a football game tomorrow as well, Dave will be there over at Yount Stadium. North Greenville has their final home game against Spartan, but they got to get through Mount Olive first here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough battle, I think, but these teams are evenly matched. It's been a while since either team has had a win. For the Mount Olive Trojans, it's been the last 7 games they've lost since their last win, and with North Greenville, they've lost their last 3 since their last win.
That's right. Mount Olive hasn't won a game since October 15th. North Greenville mentioned it on that 3-game losing streak since October 25th, so both teams hungry for a win.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
North Greenville's got the weapons to do it. Mount Olive does too. The Trojans will get us underway. And here we are. North Greenville gets first crack. Summer Cagle slings it over. Mount Olive with a chance to return it. Blocked at the net. North Greenville's going to need to do a lot of that, and it's pushed over by the setter. Now Pogue goes to Teppadino, off the hands and in, as she gets it to go off Camber Skeen. And Dave Teppadino, her freshman campaign just continues to be a 5-star prospect.
Yeah, well, I like her with Kinsey Pierce also on that front line, but I'm impressed with Madison Pogue. She's setting up everybody.
Pogue serves it in. Mount Olive will get a shot. Here it comes. Number 10 gets blocked. That was Brittany Johnson. Pogue sets it up for Teppadino. Shorts this one over. Mount Olive digs it with Skeen again. Now they go back to Johnson. Shorts it over, and interference at the net against Mount Olive. Will give the first 2 points to NGU. And this serve spins out. Mount Olive saves it and will not be able to get it over as they got jumbled up in the near side corner.
What a terrific attempt. They gave it everything they had on that one. I thought for sure that was going to hit the floor.
Madison Pogue's been dropping back to serve. She does so again. Here comes a set by Skeen and pounded back in by number 11, Michaela Benson.
Michaela Benson's listed as 5'11", but that's a very tall 5'11".
Trojans with the service. Pogue sets it up. Teppadino popped up off the block, goes back over the net. Pogue sets Teppadino again, shorts this one. Mount Olive recovers it. Here's a set by Skeen, an early whistle again. A point North Greenville, a double hit against the Lady Trojans.
Now coming in the game for Crusaders is number 10, Taylor Waters.
Number 10, Taylor Waters checks in for North Greenville. Waters, low serve, trims the net, recovered by Mount Olive. They go down the middle. It's blocked at the net, and it hangs there, and now it's hit back over by Hebb. Mount Olive gets it back into play. Benson hits it over, goes to Waters, Pogue sets. Here comes Pierce looking for her first and gets it.
Oh, what a terrific play. I've never seen a ball sit on the top of the net that long before.
I mean, that perfectly balanced.
That was amazing. It sat there for at least a second and a half.
Waters serves again. Down to number 28, Casey Fetcher. And now here's Pierce again, blocked. Hebb can't get it. It's out of bounds, and good eyes by Hebb to let that one go out.
Walks it out of bounds. Point, Crusaders. Timeout, Trojans.
And Mount Olive will burn their first time out, down 5.
Gray, this is our last broadcast home game for the Lady Volleyball Crusaders, but all year we have seen the momentum turnaround on these timeouts. I'm interested to see for the last time this year with the women's game whether that continues or not. We'll find out here in just 1 second.
And you're exactly right, Dave. We've seen a lot of momentum change coming out of these timeouts. A couple of times we haven't seen that, so we'll have to, it's kind of about an 8 out of 10 chance, but we'll have to wait and see. The offensive firepower from Mount Olive has come from I think she's wearing number 21 tonight because there's no 20 on the floor for Mount Olive. So we'll go number 21, Carly Pounds. She leads the team in kills with 215, and that seems to be an oddly fitting name to be leading your team in kills.
Yeah, we noticed the Lady Trojans only brought 9 players in with them tonight.
11 listed on the roster, 9 making the trip. As Mount Olive looks to get that momentum swing, Madison Pogue with the dig. It doesn't hit the rafters. Hebb hits it in. Little hits it back over. Now here's the set, near side, and down for Mackenzie Call, number 15.
That was a great spike that time by number 15. Waters was right there ready for it, but just couldn't get both arms together.
And good to see Eve Little getting another start at libero. She's been having a defensive performance as Mount Olive takes another point. In the 5-set loss against Limestone, she had 27 total digs. That was Eve Little. Line serve by Feitzer, drops in. Waters gets it, Pogue sets for Hebb. High over the block and out. And Mount Olive has come back to within 2.
Gray, you mentioned it in pregame. The Mount Olive Trojans have this short serve that it's kind of a lob serve over the net.
And there they go again. Waters gets to it, Pogue sets. Pierce shorts it over and drops it in between the block and Camber Skeen, who was coming up to try and get it. North Greenville led 6-1 early. Mount Olive took a timeout. They've closed within 3. Summer Cagle will serve. Here's the set by Skeen. They go far side, blocked. It's back in play. Mount Olive has to keep it going. They do so. Blocked again. Mount Olive keeps it alive again. The set to number 15, Call. And Pogue one-arms it, and now Cagle can't get it back in, and Mount Olive will take the point. But Dave, I like what I'm seeing early from North Greenville. 2 great blocks up front for North Greenville. That's something they have struggled with since Anne-Marie Johnston went out about a month ago with an injury. Shorted over by Pounds. Hit back over by NGU. Now here comes number 12. That's Natalie Perez. She can't get it to drop. Pogue sets it up for Pierce. She'll short it over and unable to make the save. Mount Olive.
Good tip over by Kinsey Pierce that time. It did stop the momentum that Lady Trojans had picked up after that timeout. They did change it. They put the score back at 8-5 now.
Ashlyn Wilkinson, number 4, comes in to serve. Goes to Feitzer. Here's the set by Skeen. Down the middle, blocked, recovered by Pierce, hit over by Pogue looking for that corner shot. Now at the net, and Skeen wins the battle against Emma Pepper, and Mount Olive takes a point.
Now bringing in the Trojans,
You also have to shine the spotlight on number 3, Emma Pepper. Her freshman campaign has picked up some steam. In 2 games ago in the 5-set loss against Emmanuel, she rallied up 5 blocks. That's something North Greenville will need up front, as here comes Pierce, popped up off the block, dug by Feitcher, set by Skeen, goes to number 15 short into the net for Call, and North Greenville continues to trade points. We're still at a 3-point lead. Tepedino checks back in. Here's the set by Skeen. Far side block, but out. Number 10, Brittany Johnson.
Lady Trojans may be on a losing streak coming in, but they're playing very well tonight. I give them good props for that. They're right at the net, and these blocks are out of bounds.
Number 12, Perez, back to serve. Line drive serve to Little. Tepedino sets for Pepper, and Pepper gets it down.
Point of the spike, number 3, Emma.
You're right about one thing, Gray. With all these freshmen on the Lady Crusaders team, next couple of years is going to be really tough in the Lady Volleyball category.
Yeah, Tepedino's a freshman. Mitch Pepper's a freshman. Eve Little's a freshman. So there's 3 star players right there as Mount Olive gets another one down. That one from number 10. Brittany Johnson leading the way early for Mount Olive.
Brittany Johnson from Durham, North Carolina for Mount Olive.
Number 1, Skeen serves to Little. Set by Pogue for Cagle. Past the block, but right to Skeen. Set by Libera. They go back to Johnson. Hits it over. Tepedino handles it. Cagle gets the set. Again, right to Skeen, who didn't have to move much. And now hit in by Mackenzie Call. Right on the line. Tough call, but Mount Olive closes to within 1.
Yeah, if we learned anything from baseball the last couple of nights, we'd like to review that one.
Skeen serves again. Little gets it. Pogue will set. Here comes Tepedino and gets it past everybody for the point.
Yeah, no question on that one. It was definitely in.
Coaching staff tonight for North Greenville, as always, Greg Mosley, a graduate of Liberty University, head coach. And for Mount Olive, you've got Jennifer Charles, assisted by David Heller, and manager Megan Spencer. As Cagle blocks Mount Olive at the net, able to stuff Call for the moment. Hit back over. Now here comes Tepedino, and she smokes it, but at the net, it is lost by Mount Olive. Good dig in the backcourt by Samantha Winfield, but Mount Olive unable to do anything with it as it went into the net.
Yeah, a couple inches short of balancing on the net again.
12-9, North Greenville leads it. Mount Olive looking to try and close the lead. Hit over by Call. North Greenville with a turn shot to Heb. Across the court and down just in front of Skeen. North Greenville leads 13-9.
You know, Madison Pogue told us one night after the game that she sets up whoever seems to be hot at that moment. She's doing it again tonight.
Speaking of Pogue, she is back to serve. To the far side for Mount Olive, set by Skeen. Here comes number 10, Johnson. North Greenville able to dig it. Little falling down, hits it over. Now it's to Mount Olive. Skeen hits it over. Head, Pierce, and Tepedino. Mount Olive with another shot. Here can come near side, early whistle. Point North Greenville, a double hit against the Lady Trojans.
Yeah, great crowd here tonight. And they're certainly appreciating the great play that both teams are putting up. It was a good volley that time.
Pogue on the serve again. Put some steam on that one as here's Skeen on the set, down the middle. Heb handles it, Pogue sets. Cagle gets blocked. And she gets the set from Tepedino, and it's blocked again. Little hits it over, finally able to get it past Michaela Benson. And Pierce with the dig, but the point goes to the Trojans. As it is.
Net violation, point, Trojans.
Overall, it's a net violation, but I think that would be a blocking error against NGU.
Yeah, I think that's what they did call finally.
Short serve into the net by Brittany Johnson. So the first service error of the game against Mount Olive.
Yeah, I predicted that as one of the keys to the game. It looked like Mount Olive ladies Trojan servers were really short into the net in practice and warm-up.
Taylor Waters with the long serve. Skeen will set at the net for far side and in for number 21, Carly Pounds.
Carly Pounds.
Okay, so Carly Pounds has changed her jersey number from 20 to 21 tonight. And we also think the libero is listed number 13, Casey Feitcher. She is wearing 28 tonight. As Pierce gets it to go off the block, North Greenville continues strong, up 5.
Lady Crusaders now leading 16-11, going back tall again.
Cagle drops back to serve. Down the far sideline, set by Skeen. Here comes near side, and good dig by Cagle, but it's into the scorer's table, and a point for the Trojans as Mackenzie Call gets it to go.
Ball is handled. Point, Trojan.
Call with the lob serve to Waters. Here's a set by Pogue to Pepper, and gets it to bounce off 2 Lady Trojans and the point.
Ball is handled. Point, Crusaders.
So Emma Pepper already with 2 kills in the first set.
Wilkinson.
And I'd also give 2 very strong blocks.
Lady Crusaders doing really good at the net.
And that's what they needed. They need to put a strong game together defensively, blocking up front at the net. As here comes Pepper, gets blocked. Pogue at the net, hits it over. Now Skeen with the set for the Lady Trojans. At the net, a whistle. And the Lady Trojans called with the attack error. Actually, official called ball out of bounds. And Mount Olive will burn their second time out of the set, down 6. Now they were down 5 earlier. They cut it to within 1 eventually, but North Greenville's pulled it back out to 6.
Yeah, and for the first time, we just saw the poke shot there too. Didn't get a point off of it, but she gave it to her attempt. At least that's what she called it in one of our interviews.
I think that name fits perfectly.
North Greenville Athletics would like to thank its sponsors.
A couple other things we'll go over here at the end. Once we reach the end of the first set, we're going to try and break down what we expect the conference playoffs to look like. We believe we figured it out. We spent a good 20 to 30 minutes before this game got underway trying to figure out what the conference playoffs are going to look like, because right now North Greenville and Emmanuel are tied for 3rd at 6 and 8, but Emmanuel still isn't eligible to compete in Division II. Southern Wesleyan is, and they're 2nd right now, but Emmanuel is not, so North Greenville right now is considered 3rd, but they're only a game ahead of Limestone. So more on that at the end of the first set.
Yeah, and I think if you follow Lady Crusaders or Ladies Volleyball, you can go to the Conference Carolinas website, and they should have all the information there on the playoffs when they do start in about a week or so.
When the regular season finally ends, as a short serve dropped in by Wilkinson, saved by the Lady Trojans, an early whistle, and the 3rd double hit of the set against Mount Olive. Puts the score at 19-12. Set by Skeen, flips it over. Pierce gets a hand up there to save it, and Little hits it over. Skeen sets it again, down the middle, short hit over. Little stops it. Pogue looking for the corner. Oh my gosh, she dropped it in the corner again.
Now that was interesting. Watch the Lady Trojans. They watched it all the way and watched it hit the floor.
Still amazes me how she's able to drop it perfectly.
Give props to Little. She's kept that one alive.
And Wilkinson with the service error for North Greenville, so that returns a point to Mount Olive, 2013. North Greenville leads it. Madison Pogue is one of those setters that if she catches the defense cheating up, she's going to do exactly that and push it into the corner.
And she has been our Mose of Greer player of the game before. She doesn't like the limelight. She just wants to set these girls up.
That serve trims the net, but it gets over from Mount Olive. Here comes Pepper, popped up by the libero. She has back up. Now here comes number 10, Johnson, and off the block it goes. Point Mount Olive.
Point, Trojan.
Madison Pogue still 2nd in the Conference Carolinas, 10.14 assists per set, and she's averaging, she's getting about mid-40s every game. as Pierce with the slow roller over gets it to drop. And North Greenville has closed within 4 of the first set.
That was a good point by the Lady Crusaders, but they did call a whistle against the Trojans.
Pierce back to serve, fires away. This one popped up, bounces off the rafter, and nobody home for Mount Olive. And our third stat column will light up if we had one. Roof for the point.
Yep, rafter gets 1 tonight.
Pierce again back to serve. This one a little bit softer. Mount Olive will be able to return it. Up off the block from Natalie Pierce it goes. And here comes Tepedino with the set, looking for the corner, doesn't get it. Again, high set, goes to number 10, Johnson, shorts it into the net, and North Greenville closes to within 2. Pierce on to serve again here at 23-14. Mount Olive with the return shot from Perez. Popped up off the block. Little will set it for Tepedino. She fires. Dug by the libero from Mount Olive at the net. Pepper gets a swing in there, but it goes onto the North Greenville side. At the net again. North Greenville looking for it. Tepedino looking for the middle of the court. Bounced off a Lady Trojan. That was Call, who couldn't quite reel it in. And it will be set point at 24-14.
I'm impressed with Camber Skeen for Mount Olive. She's done very well at the net.
Pierce trims the net, but it gets over. Mount Olive looking for the return fire from Call. Dug by NGU. Here comes Tepedino looking for it, and it is off the block. Touch called. First set goes to NGU.
Yeah, 25-14. Boy, they needed that one. Lady Crusaders, I think they were a little bit concerned about this team coming in. A lot of times when you get a team that is on a losing streak, their momentum is on their side. They want to break that streak, so they knew they were going to be the Lady Trojans going to be tough tonight.
And that is the end of the first set. North Greenville takes it 25-14, and they will now lead 1-0. Now, let's try and take a look at the playoff picture. The top 8 teams in the conference, Carolinas, get in to the playoff, higher seed hosts until I think it is you get to the finals. Then I think the highest number 1 seed hosts overall. Right now, your number 1 seeds, if the season ended right now, your number 1 seeds would be Barton out of the North Division, Erskine out of the South Division.
Yeah, and the Lady Crusaders, they'll be here tomorrow to face Barton too.
And basically the playoff picture for North Greenville looks like this. They win their last 2 here tonight against Mount Olive and tomorrow against Barton. They are locked into that 3rd seed. If they lose either of those, then that allows Limestone to creep back into the picture. And then there's a whole mess of tiebreakers that would involve that if Limestone wins one and North Greenville loses one.
Directly following the conclusion of the game, FCA will be hosting the bonfire.
We got some final numbers up after that first set. Kenzie Pierce and Tepedino each lead the way for North Greenville with 6 kills for Pierce, Tepedino with 5. You've got Pepper, she should have 3 up there. Madison Pogue with 1, Heb with 1 as well. For the Lady Trojans, Mackenzie Call with 4 and Brittany Johnson with 3. And North Greenville already they have no listed blocks, but 2 blocking errors. I thought they definitely picked up a couple of blocks, but stat sheet does not lie.
Yeah, interesting on the assists for the Lady Crusaders. Madison Pogue with 13 out of the total 15.
13 assists in 1 set. She's on track for, well, I'm sure she'll pick up more as the game goes on, but she's on track for another pretty good night.
Camber Skeen for Mount Olive with 7 assists, but I was impressed with her net play. She was involved in several of those blocks at the net.
Also got Kenzie Pierce with a 750 attack average for North Greenville. Tepedino with a 455. Mount Olive's best is Mackenzie Call at a 300. Let's see if North Greenville can keep their team attack percentage up. It's at 351 right now. They've had a trend of starting out strong in that category, but it's slipping as the game progresses. It's going to be very important that they keep that attack percentage up, obviously.
And we've seen the Lady Crusaders struggle in the second set too, all season long. Let's hope they can keep a strong set going here.
North Greenville is outscoring opponents in the second set, 627 to 562. Actually, the only set they are not outscoring opponents is in set 5. Have to see if that trend continues as Eve Little will get us underway with the serve. It goes to the net, punched over, and Little keeps it in. Pogue tips it over, and point North Greenville. And this, I wish the live stats were working because I would need a clarification on that call. Not sure what it was, but North Greenville with the first point. Now with the block at the net, but Mount Olive keeps it alive and hits it over. Pogue will set, and Tepedino missed the ball.
Yeah, a little timing error there. I think on that first call, that first point call, I think one of the Mount Olive Trojans was into the net. I think she actually touched the net.
Fighter with the serve from Mount Olive. Pogue sets this time for Haley Hester, and the senior gets it to go.
Number 7, Haley Hester.
And we've seen Haley Hester pick it up here in the month of October, and so far that trend, her stock trending very good here into November.
Yeah, and she was announced the 2016 NCAA Student Athlete Leadership Forum attendee.
That is good to see as North Greenville takes another point off the touch from Mount Olive. Also, Haley Hester, the last volleyball game we had here, she was a player of the game against Clark Atlanta. Now Mount Olive looking for their second point. They will get it off North Greenville's block. Number 12, Natalie Perez gets that one. Serve in by the Lady Trojans. Pogue drops back to set. They're going to Heb, far side, and gets the touch off the block from Perez. North Greenville goes up 4-2.
Coming into the game for Crusaders is number 10, Taylor Waters.
Taylor Waters checks back in early here in the second set. Back to serve. Waters with the long serve, handled by number 7, Samantha Winfield, and blocked at the net.
Spikes in the net. Point, Crusaders.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic for Pounds to put that one right in the net. She's usually pretty good about getting that ball over.
Short serve by Waters doesn't get over the net, and second service error of the game will cost North Greenville the serve and point.
Serves in the net. Point.
Pounds goes back to serve for Mount Olive here, down 5-3. High serve to Little. Pogue plays it on the set to Heb, and out. No touch called. Mount Olive will take it.
Point, Trojans.
Pounds again to serve, shorts it, and out of bounds it goes as Pierce wisely lets it go. North Greenville will take it back. Haley Hester on the serve, and hit over by Skeen. Good play by Waters. Pogue will set it up for Pierce. Bounced off the block, recovered by Pounds. Skeen sets again. Here they go to number 10, Johnson, and it is out. No touch called. North Greenville takes another point.
Yeah, wisely they let the ball go out of bounds at times. The Lady Crusaders watching that ball go past the line.
Hester again with the jump serve to Johnson, set by Skeen. Far side hit over by Perez. North Greenville recovers it. Set to Pierce, high off the block. One-handed stop, but it goes into the stick on the near side, and it is called out.
That ball actually went through the rafters without hitting anything, so we're still going to give the point to the rafters.
Not often you see that as Hester again on the serve. Here comes Perez. She's blocked by Pepper and Pierce, and it bounces off the net, and Mount Olive will take the point. That one will go to Perez.
Point, spike, number 1, Amber Skeen.
As they give credit to Skeen on that shot.
Skeen is trying the poke shot now and see if it'll work for her.
High serve, and it is out. Waters and Pierce. Good communication over there in that back corner. Not sure if that was audible enough, but you could hear both of them calling out.
Ashlyn Wilkinson.
Ashlyn Wilkinson, number 4, back to serve. Samantha Hebb will take a breather. Wilkinson serves it in, and it bounces directly off the bottom of the rafter after Pounds handled the serve, and that will be 2 points to the Rafters.
Lady Crusaders leading now 10-5.
Wilkinson with the short serve. Gets it over, set for Skeen, goes to Johnson, and it is out. No touch called. North Greenville takes a point and a 6-point lead.
Point, Crusaders.
No timeout called for by Mount Olive yet. They were down 5 and down 6 when they used their 2 back in the first set. Skeen looking for that shot and gets it.
Point on the tip, number 1.
And again, we have a battle of the setters. Saw the same thing against Erskine. And Mount Olive not to be outdone. Leads cut to 5, and it is in. Ace for Mount Olive with number 1, Camber Skeen.
Yeah, Lady Trojans there saved the timeout because I think they were right on the verge of calling one and don't need it now.
So far, so good for Mount Olive. North Greenville trying to cut the rally short, and Pierce will not be able to do it. Hits it out of bounds, and Mount Olive is on a 3-0 run. Camber Skeen on the serve to Little. Pogue will set. Pepper hits it over. Mount Olive with the set from the libero, and now Johnson hits it over. Waters handled it. Pogue will set, looking for the shot, and gets it right in the middle of the court.
There's the poke shot. Yeah, it worked that time.
Tapadino comes in for Waters. Pierce goes back to serve. Goes to Skeen. Skeen will set, and an early whistle, point North Greenville. A 4th double hit of the game called against Mount Olive. And if you look at the chart, that's 4 free points given up to North Greenville on those penalties.
Yeah, it's tough to see that this late in the season. You'd think they got that worked out by now.
Tapadino with the dunk back over the net. Or joust. I like calling it a dunk because she did a 2-handed dunk. That was a dunk. And now timeout Mount Olive.
Yeah, we'll mark this at 14-8 Lady Crusaders and see if it get the momentum switch again.
First timeout of the second set called by Mount Olive. That leaves them with 1. North Greenville still with their full complement of 2.
Once again, we thank you for being with us on the North Greenville Sports Network. We wish that you could be here in person, but we're glad that you are joining us on the network. From wherever you are, we understand we've got viewers in Guatemala and other places around the globe. A lot of them on our visiting cities join us on our telecast, and we certainly appreciate it.
Well, we've got Mount Olive in the house tonight, Barton tomorrow, and with 2 games left in the regular season, we try and figure out the conference playoff picture.
Yeah, and another reminder that we'll be on the air with our the game starting at 1 o'clock over at Yount Stadium for the football tomorrow. And we'll try to have a presence here at the volleyball just to keep everybody up to date of what's going on with the last game of the season here for the Lady Crusaders.
Coming out of the timeout, North Greenville with the serve. Number 1, Kinsey Pierce fires away. Popped up, doesn't hit anything. Skeen sets, hit over by the Trojans. Pogue sets it now. They go to Tapadino, and she fires away and doesn't miss.
I wonder if the U.S. military watches Pogue to see how she sends those signals to who she's going to give that ball to.
As here comes number 10, Johnson, not able to get the point. Pogue with the last touch over. Now here comes a block at the net by Pepper and Pogue. Smacked over by Skeens. Pogue will set up for Pepper, and she's got another one.
On Madison Pogue. I don't know how she does it, but she knows exactly who to send that ball to.
We thought we've seen definitely some good defensive plays from Pepper, but you can't knock her offensive plays as Teppadino gets a block. Now Mount Olive has to retry. They get it over. Wilkinson handles it. Pogue sets up for Teppadino, and she fires away again.
Yeah, maybe she's going in numerical order or something. Go from 3 to 2 to 1, back to 3.
And it seems like we just had a timeout, and Mount Olive has already burned their second one.
Yeah, the momentum didn't change on that one for sure. It stayed with North Greenville.
And it just might be the way I'm looking at it, but it looks like to me the way Teppadino goes up for the spike, she doesn't go for the palm hit. She makes a fist. She makes a fist and slams it down. I might be seeing that wrong, but I'm pretty sure, I'm 80% sure she's making a fist.
Maybe she's spending time over at the athletic center working on punching the punching bag over there with that fist to build up her muscles.
Well, she's had 2 really good back-to-back kills, put North Greenville up 17-8.
And looking at the timeout for the Lady Crusaders, most of the members over there are smiling and laughing about something. I don't know if Coach Mosley told them a joke or what, but they're very, very relaxed over there. It's amazing. I like to see that.
Kenzie Pierce back to serve, and she is back at the top of the Conference Carolinas, leading in kills with 330. Skeen sets it up for Benson, dug by Little, and here comes Wilkinson from the backcourt, dug by Pound. Skeen sets it up for number 7. Winfield gets blocked. Skeen one hand sets it for Benson, and it is out as Wilkinson reached up for it but pulled that arm back down quickly. Double-digit lead for North Greenville. Pierce serves again to the libero. Skeen will set. Here comes number 7, Winfield again. Great diving stop by Pierce. Pogue sets it up for Little, who hits it over. Another chance for Mount Olive. Benson is blocked, but it goes over the net. And the Mount Olive Lady Trojans able to pull a point back. Still down 9, though.
Yeah, I almost would have given that point to Pierce the way she saved that ball from going out of bounds.
Served by number 12, Perez. Here comes Pepper hitting it over. Skeen handles it. Number 7, Winfield sets it, but it goes over the net. Now Little will set it up for Teppadino, and she got it. Caught Brittany Johnson out of position, and Teppadino racks up another kill. Little serves, spins it sideways and out of bounds.
Serves out of bounds. Point, Crusaders.
I don't like making excuses for anything, Gray, but Little hurt one of her fingers one time on that one shot that hit off her hand, and that might have affected that serve.
Pierce handles the serve. Pogue sets it up for Hester and gets the touch at the net as the ball went out of bounds, and it is 20-10. North Greenville leads. Mount Olive out of timeout, so the Lady Trojans will have to ride this one out.
Yeah, continuing that with Little. She's still holding that finger, but she's a trooper. She's going to keep playing.
Pogue on the serve, high arcing. Mount Olive elects to take it, punched over by Perez. Pogue sets. Here comes Heb. She gets blocked, and now the Lady Trojans calling out for who gets it. It is hit over by Skeen. Now Teppadino gets the set from Pogue, and it is called out.
Point, Trojans.
Number 7, that is Winfield on the serve. Here comes Hester, pounds it off the block, and with authority, North Greenville goes back up 10.
Number 7, Haley Hester.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with Lady Crusaders in the second set. I was a little bit worried about their performance in the second set, but they've proven that they can pull this one out.
Waters will serve it. Running set by Skeen. It's hit over by the Lady Trojans. Now North Greenville with a chance. Hester's blocked. Little to Waters, and Pogue finally ping-pongs it over. Now here comes Pounds, and true to her name, takes the point for the Trojans.
Great save that time by Eve Little. That ball was almost off her arm the wrong way.
And the way it spun off her arm, it went right to Taylor Waters. Service low into the net from Brittany Johnson, and North Greenville continues to trade points right back to a 10-point lead.
Yeah, those service errors again, great at the worst time of the set, too.
Hester on the serve for North Greenville. Winfield, Skeen with a running set, hit over by Perez. Now Waters will go to Heb, up off the block, handled by Pound, hit over by Skeen. Heb recovers it. Pogue goes to Pierce, popped up, goes back over the net. Pogue looking for the set. Pierce comes up, gets the block at Skeen gets the block at the net, but on the wrong side. North Greenville 2 away. Haley Hester on the jump serve. Skeen pops it over. Pogue for Pierce. High, but handled by the libero. Skeen sets it up again. Goes to Johnson. Right to Waters. Pogue sets it again. They try Pierce a second time. And will get the touch off Winfield and Pounds. And North Greenville is at set point, 24-12. Hester again on the serve. At the net, Pierce pounds it back.
Yeah, there's that hammer again from Pierce to win set number 2.
You know, you like to be able to think she would be able to pick up Thor's hammer. No doubt about it.
Maybe her favorite Marvel character is Thor or something like that.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
The way she hammers that ball. That's impressive.
Her and Tepidino both. As North Greenville will take the second set, 24-12. They will be looking to sweep Mount Olive in 3, as the Lady Trojans will try to end their 7-game losing streak. North Greenville trying to end their 3-game streak. And we'll step away for a short break, bring you back to for the third set here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Got some numbers for you from that second set. North Greenville able to increase their team attack percentage up to .407. Madison Pogue has been able to tack on 10 more assists. She's up to 23. Pierce and Tepidino continue to be neck and neck with the kills. Pierce with 10, Tepidino at 9. Pepper's gotten 3. Haley Hester has also racked up 3. Pogue and Heb still each with 2. For the Lady Trojans of Mount Olive, Mackenzie Cole leads away with 4. Then 3 Lady Trojans tied at 3 kills. Skeen, Johnson, and Pounds. Their team attack percentage went down to a 0.36 in that second set. And neither team yet has still managed to officially record a block. Also worth mentioning that Madison Pogue has picked up 2 service aces to her credit. Dave, you see any numbers that I missed that might be worth mentioning?
Well, the only thing I saw for the Lady Trojans is Mackenzie Call looks like she did not play at all in that set. It's kind of interesting not to see her out there.
Yeah, she still only has one set recorded.
She will be starting set number 3, though.
Mount Olive will start us off with the serve from Camber Skeen to Little. Pogue will set. Here comes Hester. Shorts it over. Backed up by the libero. Feicher blocked at the net. Saved by Mount Olive. And point North Greenville as a 4-hit call against the Lady Trojans will post up the first point up on the scoreboard.
Number 6, Samantha Hebb.
Hebb rotates back in as momentarily we saw number 9, Kelsey Shannon, on the floor. Pogue with the long serve to Pounds. Skeen will set to Perez over the net. Pierce with the stop. Here comes Tepedino into the corner and out.
Spikes it out of bounds. Point, Trojans.
I don't know if the scorer was automatically expecting that one to drop, but it didn't, so we are tied at 1-1. Rare miscue from Tepedino. Pogue will set it. Here comes Tepedino from the backcourt. Dug by number 10, Brittany Johnson. Shorted over, and that should be the first block as Hester was able to get it in, and North Greenville leads 2-1.
Entering the game for Crusaders was number 10, Taylor Waters.
And if you're joining us on the video and see the scoreboard, we think the scoreboard's incorrect here.
Yeah, Mount Olive,
they fixed it. They just fixed it.
Mount Olive should have a point, and now they do. As Taylor Waters is able to make the stop, Hebb gets blocked, and they'll have 2.
Spikes down to the net. Point, Trojans.
A stat that I don't think we have access to right now, Gray, but I think this is possibly the first tie that I've seen on the board tonight.
I think you're right. Normally North Greenville's been able to race out to a lead. Mount Olive's been able to keep it close as Waters handles that low serve. The set from Pierce goes back to Waters. Mount Olive looking for the lead here, and they get it. Michaela Benson puts the Lady Trojans out front.
Now that'll be something to watch too if they're first leader of the night. We may go more than 3 sets.
Perez drops back to serve. And it is high and out, and the service there will tie us up again.
Crusaders.
Haley Hester serves, trims the net, and it goes right to the official. Good hands by the head referee, but North Greenville with the point. Short serve into the net from Hester. Once again, ties us back up.
Point, Trojans.
I want to say that's the second service error by Hester tonight here back to back.
Little handles the serve. Pogue sets it up for Hebb and mishandles the shot, and Mount Olive's back out in front. Little handles the serve again. Pogue setting up for Pepper, shorting it over. An early whistle from the far side official. Yeah, it looks like a blocking error going up against Mount Olive. North Greenville able to tie it up at 5.
Number 9, Kelsey Shannon.
Kelsey Shannon back on for North Greenville. Came on for the first point and now back on again. And shorts it into the net.
Serves into the net. Point, Trojans.
Suddenly an epidemic of service errors have broken out for North Greenville. And that has allowed Mount Olive to take the lead again as Lady Trojans a lot more competitive here in the third set. Winfield on the serve. Little Pogue for Pepper, blocked out of bounds, and point North Greenville.
Serves out of bounds. Point, Crusaders. Reader in the game for Crusaders is number 2, Brittany Tepedino.
Tepedino checks back in. Pierce drops back to serve. Libero handles it, and Benson hits it over. Libero Little to Pepper from Pogue, and Pepper's got 4 kills tonight.
Number 3, Emma Pepper.
Yeah, Pepper put that ball right at the feet of the libero.
Feitzer handles a serve. Skeen with the tip over. Little saves it, and Pierce gets it over. Also credit to Kelsey Shannon on that play as Benson hits it over. Pierce with another save, and Tepedino gets blocked. North Greenville able to keep it alive again. Shannon, Little gets it over. Skeen tips it over again. Little stops her, but nobody able to back her up.
Point for tip, number 1, Amber Skeen.
Probably the best volley by both teams of the night right there.
Feitzer with the serve to Pierce. Pogue one-hands it over, but she's stopped by her opposite, Camber Skeen. Pogue sets it up again for Pepper, popped up off the block. Lady Trojans save it, and they go to number 10, Johnson. She's blocked. Skeen tips it over. Pogue saves it. Little sets it. Pierce hits it over. Popped up off the block, straight to Call. And again, blocked. Tepedino and Pepper able to block Mackenzie Call. And North Greenville retakes the lead.
Pepper.
So there's a block going to Pepper.
Yeah, Pepper's got more blocks than a preschooler.
Tepedino to Pogue. Dug by the libero Feitzer, and this one hit over hard by Brittany Johnson, and she will tie it back up at 8.
Point, Trojans.
Skeen back to serve for Mount Olive. Pogue sets it up. Here comes Tepedino. She fires away. It was dug by Feitzer, but nobody was able to help her out.
Brittany Tepedino. Green in the game for your Crusaders is number 6, Samantha Hebb.
Samantha Hebb rotates back in for Kelsey Shannon. Madison Pogue's already got 2 aces tonight. Won't get a third one here as it's hit back over by Call. Now Pogue looking for the set to Tepedino, up off the block. Libera Feitzer digs it. Skeen sets to Call. Little gets it. Pogue with the set. Hebb has to play it out of position. Now the Lady Trojans with a chance. Here comes number 10, Johnson. Little able to hang on to it. Hester hit it over. Mount Olive another chance, and it is out, and no touch called as Perez smacked it sideways out of bounds.
Almost give that point to Little. She saved that ball again. Thus, several times tonight I've seen her dig those out right off the floor.
Pogue again with the serve. Skeen sets it. Call gets it, and the point as she went right to Kinsey Pierce and said, try me, and Pierce couldn't get it.
Number 15, Mackenzie Call. Re-entering the game for the Trojans is number 21, Carly Howe.
Short serve goes to Little from Mount Olive. Here comes Hester right down Main Street, and she gets the point.
At this point, the Lady Crusaders are happy to just trade points. Just get this third set over with.
Re-entering the game for your Crusaders is number 10, Taylor Waters.
Taylor Waters back in to serve. Sends this one to the libero for Mount Olive. Skeen sets it far side for Pounds, and Pounds into the net. And North Greenville goes up 3.
Crusaders.
And let's hope the Lady Crusaders can build on this tomorrow when they have that afternoon game.
And they're going to need it. Barton 10-0 in their last 10 games. Shot handled by Waters from Call. Here comes Hebb, right to the libero. And now Pounds is set up, but she gets blocked. And a 4-hit call against the Lady Trojans as Hebb and Pierce go up for the block. 4-point advantage for NGU. Lob serve by Waters goes right to Feitzer. Set by Johnson and hit over by Pounds. Dug by NGU. Here comes Pierce, and she gets it to go off Johnson. North Greenville starting to put the pedal to the metal here, and Mount Olive will take their first time out here in the third set.
Yeah, I noticed Pogue set up number 2 Tepedino, and then she came back to number 1 Pierce, so she might be going in reverse numerical order.
Yeah, looking for the 1-2 punch tonight. It's the 2-1.
2-1 punch worked for Lady Crusaders. And
It's still just as effective. You gotta feel like it is.
the one Madison Pogue, I still don't understand. She's got to have some sort of a signal that she sends these girls that they know the ball's coming to them on a set play of some sort.
Communication always important down on the floor in volleyball, but maybe it is some kind of silent signal that she's able to get out that nobody else is either to pick up on. Because mentioned during her interview a few games back that whenever she gets the green light to do that poke shot into whatever corner she pleases, what's the signal? We're not picking up on it, and I don't think she's gonna tell any of us, but there's some kind of relay that goes on that lets her know it's time to do this.
Yeah, the other team doesn't seem to be able to pick it up either. She could stand out there with a sign with a number on it, 1, 2, 3, and I still think they wouldn't pick it up. It might be even something they set up before the serve.
It might be too. Have that pre-drawn play up. North Greenville leading 14-9 with Taylor Waters back to serve. Lob serves it up to Feicher. Here's a set by Skeen. Down the middle to number 12. That was Perez who couldn't get it to go. Heb spins it off the block, and North Greenville continues their run, now 15-9.
Pogue played that one off the rafters, so we'll have to give a half point to the rafters.
Waters another lob serve to the libero from Mount Olive. Skeen sets it up, now near side, and Cole, after not playing that second set, has come back here in the third set with a vengeance.
Yeah, it was a great play there by Mount Olive. They were desperate on that one, and she put it right down on the floor.
Perez dropping back to serve. Short into the net, so the service errors continue to plague Mount Olive as we have our first Cubs fan sighting. And a second Cubs fan over there to our right. Service by North Greenville. Here comes Call again. Pogue digs it. It goes up, doesn't hit the rafters. Heb gets the set, but she's dug by Skeen. Now all the way from the backcourt, Hester goes down to get that one. Pogue sets up Pierce, blocked, and Mount Olive will take the point. Benson and Call get up for the block.
I'm afraid I wouldn't wear a Cubs shirt right now for a while. I'm afraid somebody would beat me up and take it off of me.
Service to Pierce. Pogue will set up for Pierce, and she one-hands it over. Did she get the touch? Yes, and a point to North Greenville.
Point, Crusaders.
You see the news article that an estimated 5 million people showed up for the parade and celebration in Grant Park today? As here comes number 14, that is Michaela Lennon's on the serve for North Greenville. Hit over by Benson, dug by Waters, and Pogue looking for the Pogue shot. She didn't get it, and Waters makes the save. Pogue will now set it for Pierce. Popped up off the block. Now here comes the Trojans, and Benson continues her strong run. Mount Olive closes to within 5.
Yeah, the Lady Trojans are as excited as those fans in Chicago. I noticed when they opened the gate to let them into Grant Park,
everybody was running.
Yeah, it looked like Black Friday at Macy's.
Oh, boy.
Number 7, Samantha Winfield.
Samantha Winfield back in for the Lady Trojans. She is serving to Waters. Pogue sets it up. Here comes Pepper, and into the corner she goes. Point North Greenville, 18-12.
Pepper.
What a night offensively for Pepper.
Number 2, Brittany Tempanino.
Pierce on the serve for North Greenville. Skeen will set it for the Lady Trojans. Goes to Benson, shorts it over the block, and Benson's got the last 3 points for Mount Olive.
Michaela Benson.
Believe they came right out of that timeout, turned that momentum around again.
And now Benson takes a seat, or rather heads to the bench. As here comes Pepper again, getting the set, not able to find the back line. Point Mount Olive. They gotta be careful. Mount Olive only down 4, but they're starting to creep back into the picture. As it is Casey Feicher on the serve. Pierce, Pogue will set. Here comes Pepper, and she gets it past a diving Trojan number 7, Winfield, unable to get to it. Little libero back to serve for NGU. From the line. At the net, set by Skeen. They go into the corner for Brittany Johnson, and Mount Olive back within 4.
With the score at 19-15, if it was 1908, I'd be a little bit worried.
Trying to tell you something. Skeen serves to Shannon. Pogue sets. Here comes Pierce, shorts it over. Libero sets up for call, and she gets it, and Mount Olive is within 3. Coach Mosley not showing any worry.
Yeah, I think one more point and we'll see a group meeting over there.
Short serve, Shannon, and an ace for Skeen. Nope, nothing yet.
Yeah, he set the notebook down, but he's thinking about it, I believe.
Skeen just picked the ace, and she's back for her 3rd straight serve. Tries the lob this time to Pierce. Pogue sets. Here comes Teppadino. Gets dug by Skeen. They go to 10 Johnson, and it is out. No touch called, and Coach Mosley putting that timeout back in his pocket. North Greenville able to push a 3-point lead.
Number 6, Samantha Head.
Samantha Hebb rotates back in, so Pierce, Teppadino, and Hebb all on the floor for North Greenville. Skeen sets it up for call. Early whistle and a point North Greenville, a double hit call against the Trojans. They've had 5 for the game.
With every point that the Lady Crusaders get, that timeout goes deeper in his pocket too.
Pogue on the serve to the libero from Mount Olive. Skeen sets it up. Here comes Johnson. Gets blocked, and Mount Olive not able to recover it. North Greenville 3 away at 22-17.
About to have a timeout on the other side.
Teppadino with the block, and Mount Olive will burn their 2nd and final timeout here in the 3rd set.
Yeah, there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th right now.
Seems like I've heard that somewhere before.
Isn't it funny too, Gray, that when the Olympics was in, every reference we had was an Olympic reference, and now that the World Series is over, we're referencing the World Series.
Well, I mean, when you don't win one for 108 years, I mean, it's something to talk about for not just a day, but an entire week, I feel like.
Exactly. It's a real shame, though, that the Indians didn't get more of a shout out, because they really played good. I mean, take it to extra innings in Game 7. That's wonderful for them.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a shame somebody had to win, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, because you had the top 2 teams with the longest streaks in the MLB in that World Series. So one of them's going to come to an end. One of them's going to continue.
Well, at least it gives the Bears something to look at too.
It does. North Greenville looking to sweep Mount Olive here, already up 2 sets. Madison Pogue on the serve. Mount Olive going to call, popped up off the block. Pogue able to handle the shot. Eve Little on the set to Hebb, and Mount Olive gets the block at the net. Lady Trojans not done yet.
Did you mark that one down? They came right out of the timeout and scored a point.
That's in the book. Brittany Johnson back to serve. To Pierce, Pogue, looking for Teppadino, bounced it off the block, and it's going to go into the scores table as Mount Olive chasing after it, running out of real estate. 2 away at 23-18.
Yeah, they're running out of time too. 2 points away from the Lady Crusaders' victory.
Steve, got to look at Mount Olive. This 3rd set is their best set of this entire game after only scoring 14 in the first, 12 in the second. They're already up to 18. Skeen sets up call, shorts it into the net. And North Greenville will have match point at 24-18. Mount Olive, no timeouts left. Taylor Waters back to serve. Lobs this one up for Pounds. Skeen sets. Here comes call high, and it is out. And that is how we will end this match. North Greenville winning 3-0 over Mount Olive.
Yeah, 3 up, 3 down, and we're ready to go home. It was a great game, though. I have to give Mount Olive credit. They stayed right in this thing.
They really did. They kept. You feel like they kept improving from each set. Just North Greenville able to keep the pedal to the metal and go on so many scoring runs. Mount Olive just not able to recover.
And only dressing 9 players. That's got to be tough on the ones that have to keep playing it. They can't get the fresh arms and legs in there when they need to. So that kind of made it a little tough on them. But they had a good showing.
And now here's the game that is very important to keep an eye on for North Greenville's playoff seeding. Limestone right now leading Belmont Abbey 16-11 in the third set, each team with 1 set win. And as soon as I say that, Belmont Abbey scores a point. So Limestone giving Belmont Abbey fits. Each team has a set win. Limestone with the lead right now, trying to take down the other Crusaders from Belmont Abbey. And they are right now would be the 2 seed in the North Division. So we went over, gave a brief overview of the playoff seedings. It's a real mess. But right now, North Greenville basically, if they beat Barton tomorrow, they are a lock for the 3 seed. Right now, they're in good position, but if Limestone beats Belmont Abbey, that puts a lot more pressure on to beat Barton tomorrow. Got some final numbers for you. Pierce and Tepidino again lead the way for North Greenville. 12 kills for Pierce on 21 attacks, 1 service ace and 7 digs. Tepidino 11 kills on 23 attacks, 1 assist and 4 digs. Emma Pepper with 8 kills on 15 attacks and 1 dig and 1 blocking assist. Haley Hester with 4 kills on 6 attacks. She had the best attacking percentage. And Madison Pogue finishes with 12 digs, 33 assists, a little bit of a down night for her. But still, nonetheless, 33 assists for the second best player in the conference, Carolinas.
Yeah, 33 assists out of 38 total for the team. It was a good showing by Madison Pogue again this game.
Eve Little also tacked up 10 digs. And now for the Lady Trojans, 4 kills for Camber Skeen on 16 attacks, 2 service aces, and 7 digs. Brittany Johnson with 5 kills, Michaela Benton with 5 kills, and Mackenzie Call leads the way with 7 kills on 22 attacks, 4 digs for her, and it just seems like Mount Olive couldn't get their attacking presence going tonight. A couple of more orders of business to take care of as always. I honestly don't know who you would want.
I've got to lean to Madison Pogue. 33 assists, 12 digs. She led the team in both categories. She really played well. Whatever kind of signal she sends to these players when she sets them up, it's amazing. I have to put my vote in tonight for Madison Pogue again. I know she's been our player of the game
She's already
before.
won it twice.
Yeah, but she game after game, she just keeps doing it. And that's just my vote for tonight.
I like Pogue too, but I also got to spread it around, and you got to take a look at what Emma Pepper has been able to do as this team progresses into the second, actually wrapping up the second half of the season. Talk about Emma Pepper's defensive ability. She almost got in double digits for kills tonight.
You want to go with Emma Pepper then? We can give it to her.
Well,
I have no problem with that.
Because I don't want to take away from Madison Pogue. She does play really well, and I don't think Pepper's. We've given it to Pepper all season. We could do another split and give it to both Pogue and Pepper.
Well, if you want to do that, we can do that.
I think that's a good move.
All right.
Let's give it to Pogue and Pepper for
the
tonight.
most of Greer players of the game. Then is going to be number 3 Emma Pepper and number 22 Madison Pogue, and they're going to be the co-players of the game tonight. Then.
And you've still got time to get to Moe's of Greer tonight. They are open, I believe, until 9 o'clock. I believe they stay open later on Saturdays, just past the intersection of Wade Hampton and Fairview Road, in that little shopping plaza that's across from the Bank of Travelers Rest branch there on Wade Hampton. Also, you got the Target over there. So if you see the Target in the PetSmart, you're in the right area. So go check out our friends from Moe's of Greer, and a big thanks to them for sponsoring our player and players of the game for tonight. So you got Madison Pogue and Emma Pepper for tonight.
Yeah, once again, we appreciate you joining us on the North Greenville Sports Network. And we're about to wrap things up here. We'll see you tomorrow at a 1 p.m. football game. And we'll keep you apprised of what's going on with the Lady Volleyball since they'll be starting at the same time. North
Greenville takes on Barton here in Hayes Gymnasium. North Greenville takes on Carson Newman. And they are looking for a big win against Carson Newman because North Greenville, for the football team, they have to win out to keep their playoff hopes alive and get some help from the teams in front of them. So a big-time matchup here in Tigerville, last home football game against the Carson Newman Eagles. So for myself, Grace Sutherland, for Dave Parson, for Christian Athey on camera, for Alan Ellis producing, and Kimber Henry on graphics, this has been the North Greenville Sports Network for the final time from Hayes Gymnasium for women's volleyball this season.